Okay, the question is the god-slaying incantations. What is the what will boost them? Fire, Scorpion, Chime, Charm, Flame grant me strength. Okay.
Ah, I'm Leda. Touch the way to the realm of my compact like us if you can find. I will not be.
Oh, let's see. Flame grant me strength. Golden Bow. Ah, I hate that move. Ah, damn it. Man, I really don't like great swords. Brutal. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Crap. Yes, pause right there. Not a fan. I am not liking this. So, I don't know if anyone's watching. I already don't really like the big swords. I just don't like the slow action that they have. But this is awful. I mean, the attacks are so slow. It's weird to me because it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Just, it's the opposite of my playstyles. Maybe it's just this sword. Maybe this one in particular. Let me see. I really should have pest thread spears on the bar. I don't think I'm going to get used to this. I also don't like the fact that I can't use all the armor that I want. God, that looks so stupid. Anyway, alright. Hold on. Let's see. What is my first journey? I guess it's got to be up here. It may as well be NG plus whatever, Sarah. It's still 9. I just started the DLC on this playthrough. Hey, George. It's plus 9, I think, is what I said. But everyone says that 7 and up are all the same. Man, I don't know about that. I'm not sure that's true. Oh, it's going all right. How are you doing?
Then would understand the earth tree. I believe that never. If Mikele
That may be.
I urge you, as long as you. I urge you, as long as you.
You're that tired. I am Freya in battle. Oh, did you speak? If you've yet to, you'll find more of the Mikele. Assuming you.
This is like the worst looking armor set ever. Look at that. It's so dumb. I like just my. It's almost a moral issue. It's so ugly. You can have any game made in TV show or movie. Oh, the shield? The fingerprint shield is available. Ah, boy. Let's see. It's old world. So, I've already burned the city, right? But you don't have to have burned the city to get access to the shield. That's a... it just changes how you get access to it. Ooh, George. How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm good. I'm good. 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 It sort of is. So it depends on what you mean by easier. There's only one way to the underground once the city is burned, at least the only way that I know of, which is this drop that's over here. And it's the only area that remains accessible. Probably because they don't want to lock you out of a bunch of stuff. So you drop down into here, but the key is you got to make sure you drop in the right spot, right? So let's see if I can avoid dying here. Nope. Did you see me pop out like that? I don't know why I did that. I was just trying to step over the edge and it just goes doink. That was fun. See if we can't do this again. Well, I'll show you the thing is it's deep, deep, deep down, and it's hard to get there. I'm going to even see if I can remember how to do it. So... and then... edge here. Now, this is where stuff gets more interesting. So, this is the... why are there so many people dead here? Good lord. Normally, you would get... this is the direction you'd get here from if the city is not burned. But because the city is burned, you end up coming in the way that I just came in, which is across that thing right there. I recommend you don't take... you just run to go over here. And this is the starting point of the whole thing, is from this one. There's no absolutely short way to do the whole thing. So let me do this. I'll do the underground. I'm interested to see how this works against these guys anyway. Holy cow. Wow. I'm really not liking this sword. I'm really not liking this sword. The Ash of War is interesting, but it is so slow. That's crazy. Seriously. That is, like, ugh. This sword is not going to last long. Seriously. Jesus, it's not doing any damage to this guy either. Yeah, this is terrible. Seriously. I'm really not liking this. Alright, this sword is not going to last long. As interesting as that Ash of War might be, the damage, at least this Godslayer garbage, is just not doing much. Both those guys? I don't think so. Maybe? I'm so dead. Yeah, this is awful. Ugh. No. Yes, this place can be hard. Sorry, I'm done with this build. This is that sword is garbage for this. There are better things that I can use. The damage is just not there. At least not the way that I like it. You'll watch. Let me do a different setup. This will be fine. I'm going to want my lightning back. And I'm going to want this. And I'm going to want this. I'm going to want this. Alright. Give me a sec. Let me shift my build around. This is crazy. Doesn't help that I'm taking extra damage for the fire. I don't need that. There. And I don't need the Godslayer seal. Alright. Watch. Watch, now I'm going to be shown I'm an idiot. Yeah. I used Godslayer to beat the last two bosses, the Elden Beast and stuff, and it seemed to do a lot of damage to them, but against these guys, it's just not much, because I guess it's a percentage of health-based damage thing. Oh, you bastard. One more swing. There we go. Oof. Normally I'd skip all these guys, by the way. Oh, got me. Yeah, normally I run past all these guys. Yeah, I mean, this is... There are a lot of kind of ways to go with this. I'm kind of screwing around with all these guys. Yeah. Even using this sword is kind of silly, honestly. If I go with this guy, for example... I get the free healing. This is the... Yeah, that's Dung Eater is back that direction. Oh, here. This helps. When you're dungeon crawling, this sword is just way better. So there'll be 2 of those guys up here. 3 of them, actually. Uh-oh. Swing, damn it, swing! There we go. That gets me the healing, too. Oh, this is the Blasphemous Blade. So, this is probably the single best sword in the game. Just for overall use. It's Blasphemous Blade. You get it for killing Rykard at the... it's one of the possible rewards. He's the boss at the end of Volcano Manor. Oh. Oh, shoot, there's something else I forgot. When you're using this blade, you also want to use... there's a few other things. Hold on. I don't need that anymore. Instead, I'll use this, Magma, because that sword is both fire and magma. It counts as both. And then, what else? If I use Flame Grant Me Strength, it double buffs the sword. I should have done this first. I love being immune because of your animation. But the gate's open now. I've got 1.3 million runes sitting in a pile in that room now. But the opening these gates is the key of what you want to do as you're going through this area. I've got one of the 3 gates open now. Well, one of the 2 gates and 1 door, but yeah. Let's see. All right, so the change is this. I want to go to spell, and I'm going to change this to this spell down here called Flame Grant Me Strength. It both boosts physical and fire affinity, which means it double boosts the sword. And we're going to buff and buff. Oh, you know what? There's one other thing I want to do. So when you actually hit with a sword, like that shot that I just did, it really amps up the healing and stuff that you get. So Blasphemous Blade is one of the best weapons in the game, if not the best. I would argue it's probably the single best weapon in the game in terms of playability. Oh, that's gonna hurt. And that's why I shifted over to more blue. Now, keep in mind, I'm like level 400 something, but even at relatively low levels, this sword is sick. In the DLC, you can get this talisman. This is a DLC, so's this, but this is a DLC talisman. And this talisman boosts this sword without any cost, right? So you can also use this talisman, but the problem is it also makes you take more damage. And that's not what we want. Let's see. We are going to boost up again. Oh, shit. That's actually a lot worse than it looks. Crap. Now, this sword, one of the effects this sword has is Siphon. When you see that red stuff go like that, that's the Siphon effect. And what it does is it sucks health from the thing you're killing. Oh, I forgot about that guy. So see how my health goes up? But this has an additional Siphon effect. So using that attack does Siphon and... and you get Siphon when you kill them. So that's why you get this huge damage boost. Why is this guy not get picked up? There we go. Oh, stupid arrows. Unfortunately, I have this guy left, but he's manageable. What? Swing. Swing. Thank you. Alright, this is where I was before. Yes, this is Rykard's sword. Via. Hey, Sykes, it's going pretty good. So, opening that gate is a shortcut. You don't have to open it, but if you don't, you can't... Normally, I would have skipped all that crap I just went through. What? That's crazy. Now, it can take you a little while to figure this out, but the drop is actually over here. And there's this sad guy. I just leave him alone. So sad. Now, what's irritating about these plant guys is, man, they take so much punishment before they die. So I'm ignoring him, if I can. Climb, please. Thank you. One thing those guys can't do is climb. And I don't think I'm going to be able to ignore this guy. Bummer. Look at that. They take so little damage from just about anything. The only thing they really take damage from is fire. See if I can get rot built up on him at least. The little guys, what they do is they do build-up of death affinity. There we go. Now he's rotted. Hold on. They do a death affinity build-up. These plants just go forever. It's so irritating. That's what I wanted. There we go. So see that build up on my screen? That's what's called, that's death and I need to make sure I don't get a full bar of that, you just die. It's kind of cool looking the way you die, but you just die. It's just over. It's pretty much the only effect that I will actually make a point to remove. Because I've had, been just doing great, and then all of a sudden, I accidentally get a second too long in this stuff, and that's it. Alright, that's the end of that. Yeah, the plants are, it's crazy. They're way too tanky. Especially when they're in front of something dumb. Probably should have just gone in here. Yeah. Bummer is there's a second one there. Now watch out for this guy. He will get you. I've had him backstab me before. It was crazy. This guy. This is gate number 2. It's actually a door. So ultimately, there's as you're exploring down here, you don't have to go in the order I'm going in. You just need to pop open all the things. My one comment that I would make is this: see that ladder right there that goes down? Notice it ends there. Those big guys can climb ladders weirdly, and if you knock that ladder down, he can actually come back up that. Which changes things. So it's the kind of thing that you actually want to think about whether or not you really want to do that. So this opens up the second thing. The third one is actually right here. But the curiosity of this one is where it takes you is to open up that door also. So it's kind of up to you if you want to go that route or not. If you want to kind of skip a bunch of stuff, what you want to do is follow this pipe up and around that way. So the catch is... hold on. Catch is... you can make these guys fall off, right? But what's really funny about it is this. Ah! Hold on, got it wrong. Oh, never mind. Is if you can get these guys with the... there's one there. With the crystal darts, you can make them go crazy and they'll attack each other, which is lots of fun. the edge. Okay, watch this. This usually works. There we go. Come on. Did he just fall off? He did. Well, never mind. Usually they'll attack each other. Not this time, apparently. So remember when I talked about that ladder? That's right here. So this is where you can kick that ladder down. I will, but you got to remember that big guy can actually come up this ladder. Yeah. All right. So this is, if I'm remembering, the path to get to that bottom place. But you gotta go the right way. Not this first one. Pay attention to those big-ass rats, by the way. This one. Now, when you drop, watch out. There's that guy. Now, the reason it matters is, remember that dude that I killed earlier that said he'll backstab you? That's this gate. He's right there below me. The reason I haven't reloaded is because I didn't want to have to fight anything back down here. But normally, what you do is you cycle back, you camp, you come in, and then you have to kind of fight your way around through all the loops. So this is the path, ultimately, to get to the final destination. You get to these stairs. I think you have to go down. Nope, you can jump down these. Oh, little bastards. Oh, got them all. Then you come down here and you just keep going down. Hold on. This is where you can use your Moog Shackle. I've already beaten Big Moog. This is Mini Moog. And we are going to... We'll keep this weapon. Now I can camp, get my shit back. Golden Dow. Flame grant me strength. Oh, you know what I forgot? There is one other thing. Hold on. Physic. Fire. Oh, and who am I summoning? Myself. Alright. Yourself is almost always a good summon. Summon yourself. I been muted this whole time? God damn it. No. I got trapped. Was I talking the whole time and muted? I'm an idiot. Ow. Holy cow, this guy hits hard. Ah! Yeah, he's immune. I get 2 shots, that's it. Just checking. All right. By the way, I'm still explaining where to get the fingerprint shield. For those that I hope you're still here. So once you've done all of this, there's a goodie in here. Erdtree favor +1. Smacky smacky. Open a secret passage. And that's the critical part. Once you get in here, the fingerprint shield is just up ahead. Oh, wait, did I camp? I don't think I camped. Hold on. Oh, I did. Okay, well, I'm resting. Alright, and I don't need you anymore. I've made that mistake before. I'm like, why can't I get on my horse? All right. Oh, I lost 1,000,000 runes somewhere along the way. Oh well. All right, so in here, drop. Drop. Run over here. Don't attack these guys. Alright, this is the tricky part. So, you kind of squish your way over here and just plop down. Wait, yeah. Plop down. Now, move back toward the wall, and you're going to do a top, like a jump, like this. Down to this one. Okay? Now, you're aiming for the next one. Like that. Now, don't jump. Inescapable Frenzy. How do you find these weapons? It depends on which one. I'm showing where to get this shield, the one that I'm using right now. Do those hops. Make sure to pick up this crap on the ground. And then there's the fingerprint shield. I'm not going to pick it up so that I can come back here later and show people, but this is where this is the fingerprint shield right there. Now, you're about as low as you can go. I don't know if there's a way to get down to the next section. Oh, there is. You just walk down. Duh. Now you can walk off the edge, and then you slam through the floor. Now, there's still a couple things. Since I'm here, I'm just going to explain all of this. Let me go back and re-answer that question. How do I find the weapons? I do everything. Right. So if you look at the map for this character, all of these are things that at least in one playthrough or another I visited. The fact that there's no Site of Grace there means I haven't been back this playthrough. But I've been to pretty much everywhere there is on the map. That's the secret to getting everything, is do everything. People run past mobs all the time. You run past a mob, you're running past whatever it drops. Alright, so if you wanted to do the Madness ending, you would go to this door, and it gives you an option to click on it, but you have to be naked when you do it. You have to have all your armor removed. But, and if you're doing the Shabriri Grape Girl, you see her at the outside Stormvale Castle at the beginning of the game. She'll be here if you've done her whole quest line and you finish the quest line with her there. I won't go into further detail. So, fake wall, chest, I forget what's in here. Rune arc, nice. Fake wall. And then there's another Site of Grace. So, I'm not going to keep going down because this is known area. This is another way to get in. But if you look at your map now, I'm in the Deep-Root Depths. And this is one of the ways to get into the Deep-Root Depths, but the difference is you come in from the top. But that's where this is. I don't even know, was it John Sense? John Shentz? Sense? Senus? Sensi? Anyway, I hope you're still there and you were able to see that whole thing. I think it was you that was asking. But that's how you get to the fingerprint shield, and then also how you can get down into this area. One of the ways you can get down here. Alright, back to here. Bum, bum, bum. Also, normally you'd pick these things up. I just already have like 100 of them, and I'm maxed out, so no reason to. Shadow of the Erd Tree. Is there other DLC? I don't think Night Rain's considered DLC, is it? I thought that was effectively another game. Just based off the same thing.
Hello there. Together. Many things. Goodbye.
So armor looks similar?
You must be I am answered now like I'm hardy, which is why to discern. I'd rather make 6 they are kin. If you discover be certain, I presume you just what. If he's certain, I presume you just what.
Fireproof dried liver. Whatevs. Oh, alright, that's it. He hit me. Believe it or not, stuff here can actually hit pretty damn hard. If you ever need to farm the white arcane, what are they called? These Silverhorn Tenders. That room has 2 guys that drop them a lot. Ooh. Oh, you bastard. Watch out for those 2. And that's why. How is that not hitting them? Ah. I'm getting the hell out of here. Damn. Oh, Somber 9. Nice. Uh-oh. Hold on. Aw, come on. Really? That guy's a serious pain. Who's hitting me now? Uh-oh. I've actually learned that lesson. Those birds can hit hard. Do do do. This may not reach there, but we will give it a try. Oh, it does. It's not my first rodeo. When it works well. Alright. Now another one of these guys who is in fact a nightmare. I don't know why these, I don't know what they're called, curse blades. They are such a nightmare. Take it. And now the dancing lion. So, one of the things that's kind of cool is you can get help for dancing lion. For some reason I thought, is there a second summon here sometimes? Maybe. Yes. Up level. Thank you for the like. No! Alright, I got careless. That was careless playing. I wasn't really taking it seriously. I'm screwing around, future. Playthrough number 9. I'm just goofing around having fun. Where was my mimic that whole time? That's crazy. Oh, now it's like, hey. Yeah, NG+9. NG+9. Whoop. 9. 9. 9 if you prefer. NG+9. Alright, that was a special kind of dumb. I jumped it. I rolled that. What makes me mad is that I rolled that. Like, I'm timing, I'm watching, I'm doing all the things. Yes, very much so. So the rumor is, and it may be true, that when you get to NG+7, it stops getting harder. I have not found that to be true. But that's what people say. He is. And it's crazy because normally this is a fight I do in one shot. Yes. The bosses get more hit points, they hit harder, they do more damage, they become more resistant, they just keep making them tougher. In a few cases, the bosses in the next playthroughs actually have more abilities. Aw, oh, come on. I didn't even get my rune pile, which is all I was trying to do. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, NG+1 is in almost every fight is easy. But remember that NG+1, you have a couple of items you can't get until you've completed the game. And so those items make the next playthrough significantly easier. That stops happening, depending on playstyle, of course. Once you get to about, I would say it started getting harder around 4. All right, well now I don't have to worry about a rune pile. My first run, I did everything. Now I'm doing, like, sort of boss runs, I guess, the way to put it. Oh, no, each new game? I think NG+1 I played some of this stuff, but I mostly just started doing boss runs. Really sure I'm fully understanding why I'm just never hitting this guy. Where's the rest of my team? Come on, team. Ow. How does it not hit? There we go. It just wanted to make sure I lost my runes. Good lord. There's that stupid helmet again. There are NG+1 I did a pretty decent amount. One thing I did once I was done, it is, but it's also super heavy. And I've got like 6 of them. Well, I have 1 because I sold the rest of them. This also bugs me a little bit, that they have this, you gotta go through this whole area up here. Just to pick up a note and then go back down again. Someone on my feed a couple weeks ago complained that there's so much emptiness in the DLC, and I think I kind of get what they're talking about now. Like this, why am I running up here? This is so dumb. You know, it's not like there's a grace you can get up here or something. And read it. Gotta find some other way. Alright. So now back down to Moor in Unspa.
Right. Oh, you must some more provision, some more his brethren. No doubt they find it. These are not. Should you spot? Right.
What brings you here? There's more. I don't need the rest of this crap. I have so many of these now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye, more. Alright, what else? Go back here. And honestly, this is not a very interesting... Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't played with these. Although these are strength-based, and I switched to Dex. Or I stayed Dex. I think these are all strength-based. That one's Dex. That one's definitely strength. Oof. Alright, don't need you anymore. So instead, I can go here.
Ah, that was a fine. It heartens me. Long ago, immobile, I was left by my wound, and yet he, despite my now.
As long as you...
One of my very early playthroughs, like the first time I played the game, once I picked up these swords, I started using them. I haven't used them since. Or I've used them very little since. Caw. Now, one thing you can do once you get to this point, if I'm remembering everything correctly, I'm going to camp out to reset those guys. Before you head in, can come down... Yeah. Head up this way. Follow this one. down here to the left. And this will take you to Thrallier.
Are you the Tarnet? Lady led us another Tarnet. My name is I too. So, here's to new big... well, I'm as weak as I've always been. I'm afraid... Sorry. Just give me the word if you need any more poison.
All right, so now go back to more. Talk to more.
Give this. He asked me.
Sorry. And then forgot to pick up the point there. Damn it. All right. My bad. There was a grace there and I didn't pick it up. Gotta remember to do that. One of the things I love about the Colossal Swords is the making guys go flying thing. I think that's funny. Oh, I missed. I think that's funny. Alright, so back down here. Talk to Thrallier again. Hey, Margot.
Oh,
Give black
I
syrup.
have to say it's wonderful. I don't think I'll have to think.
Ask about
You
it.
two I'll mix up. If you find your sleep is...
I'm weary of life.
This concoct for you for all it...
If you read the description on what he just gave you, the actual description, causes immediate death if imbibed by an ordinary human. If you then read the more in-depth description, for an ordinary mortal, a single sip would assuredly result in swift, certain death. A condensed somniferous elixir purported to be capable of putting even an ancient dragon to sleep. That's the key. It's used in a quest. Okay, and you're done with Thrallier and more for the purpose of what's going on there. So we're done with them. Ow! Oh, this guy. Oh, forget you. Man, this guy just will not go down. Oh. No. So these swords are, yeah. The Radon swords are fun. Sykes. I'm doing great. Margot, how are you? And I'm amusing myself. This is me goofing around. I'm just having fun with it, you know? I just wish it didn't take so much damn FP. I can affect that. Hold on. What am I using here? I bet I need that. Yeah, I need that. Rats. Yes, freeze right there, please. Now the weird thing is, let's see if it will do it from here. Nope. Yeah. Sometimes it'll grab someone through a wall. It's pretty funny. Which is what I'm about to try and do. So there's a guy hiding right on the other side there. And now we open the gate. to... What? All right. Holy cow. Good lord. That dude hit. Dead dog. Will reach? It will. Isn't that crazy? So this is the original Star Scourge, and I actually think this is probably one of the most overpowered ones in the game. And the thing is that when you use a weapon, when you use some of these weapons, they basically just turn into... They basically just turn into one-trick pony weapons, right? And you kind of turn into a one-trick pony player. Which, you know, whatever. The problem is this next guy, I've seen him. No, that's why I'm messing around. Oops. He tried to hit me with his staff. Like, this next guy, he's serious business. I don't care what anybody says. This guy's kicked the crap out of me more than some of the bosses. And I don't understand how this guy hits that hard. That's like, he hits for like 80% of my health bar. It's kind of crazy. And that's how he does it, right? I've had my shield up and the dude just blasts right through it. And which is crazy because that's a heavy, heavy shield. So what I usually do is switch to sort of a sadder... Yeah. And that was with the damage reduction flask also. Isn't that crazy? NG+9. Yeah. That's the reason these guys are all hitting with these just absolutely ridiculous amounts of damage. And they have a stupid number of hit points. Ah. Nope. Damn it. Look at that. One hit. That's the with my shield out, the sword, what's that? The carrion blew my shield off and then one hit. That's with damage reduction and the heaviest armor in the game. And damage reduction talisman. It's just gross. Like, he hits harder than Consort Radon with his melee hits, his standard melee hits. That's how crazy it is. Hear him. Where'd he go? Oh, come on. Really? Alright, this guy can eat a dick. Yeah, and that's fine. I have like 10 characters. Watch this. Oh, no, it's not going to do what I want. Never mind. Oh, here we go. Let's go all out. There. There. And there. What is up with this guy? He's never come out. Oof. And he gets an elixir? Come on. Into the tree. Bastard. Oh, now? Lame. Ran out of stamina. Oh! I will not be apologetic for that. And now this guy to heal with. Isn't that funny? Oh, that guy. I hate that guy up there. He'll keep raining those little stupid shards down on you. Alright, hold on. Now... Oh, yeah, I still had the archer stuff on there. That's funny. Alright, I'm gonna go back to... that, and that. Really? What the hell are you thinking? Star Scourge. Yeah, medium load. When you know something, the game doesn't want you to know. Mobs are in predictable places. Heavy gate. that was lame. What is up with that pause? What? I have to do all that again? At least that guy's gone. That's what I get for screwing around. What's another way to screw around? I did not get the dog up there. That's crazy. Hey, yeah, forget that. I think I have the repeating crossbow. But I've never had any luck with archery builds. Every time that I try and do an archery build, I end up with, I end up not being able to kill stuff. Or at least now, maybe it's because the playthrough that I'm on. Not sure. Short by like 1 damage, Jesus. So... Now, the big question is, what do I put here? Do I break stance? Regen. Break stance. Oh, hold on. No, I can leave that there. Oh, Leda will help. Win or instant death? It's a good question. Really? Pretty close to instant death. She hits way hard. I don't care what people say. I'm telling you, I think the playthroughs in later, after 7, keep getting harder. Because 8 was 8 felt harder than 7, and 9 is feeling harder than 8. I fully accept the idea that I might be wrong, but boy, it sure as shit doesn't feel like it. No, I do not play Dragon Ball Z. Man, seriously. My favorite computer games? Probably Elden Ring. I have had other favorite games, and I don't know that at that time Elden Ring would have replaced them, assuming it was the same quality as that, but... this is nuts. Alright. Gotta play a little smarter. I mean, it's also harder because I'm adding Leda. I also play Cyberpunk. Uh-oh. Actually, I didn't have my weapon out, which is what I meant to do. Jesus. Ah, gotta do your job, man. Yeah, I've tried, when I put Cyberpunk up to stream, I get nothing. No one talks to me, I get no text, nothing happens. Um... It's crazy to me how much... Oh, you know what else? Hold on. Spots. It's crazy to me, how... Oh, I'm a house husband. So, I mean, I wasn't. I am, you might say, early retired. Might be a way to put it. But after 20 or so years of software engineering, after 20 or so years of the software engineering thing, kids needed someone at home with them. And it just made sense for me to be the one. My wife has a much better sort of long-term prospect, if you will. Ow. Oh, that was so close. It's the catches is that, you know, the kids are 18 and over now, but that just, you know, one just turned 18. And the shift over, it's not that they necessarily needed me from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's that there's no software jobs. There's no real, you know, kind of college-educated employment that's part-time morning to mid-afternoon, right? Silicon Valley is more like a 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. kind of job. Paid well. I am not interested in any banner or other artwork. I have an artist I already work with exclusively. you're free to put a URL to a web page that people can look at your stuff, but it's not endorsed, so to speak. Actually, I'm going to do this. One shift. This goes back to fire. What? Right through my shield. Alright. Speaking of real life, I have to go do real life. Tracy, you are much better at trying to get people to buy your stuff than most are. Than most bots and trolls are that are coming in to do that. So kudos to you for getting me talking. Thank you all for stuck around, but I got real life to do from here. Y'all have an excellent rest of your day. If I'm not back on tonight, perhaps tomorrow.